Hi, welcome to Room 9, our region's largest classroom. I'm Mrs. Williams. I teach first grade in the Windsor C1 School District. That's in Imperial, Missouri. This is
Mrs. Forth. Hi, everybody. I'm from the Rockwood School District. I'm excited to be here with you today as we learn a little bit about reading and math. So before we start, we really want to know,
where are you? Are you near the airport? Top Golf? Are you out at Six Flags?
That's where I live.
Yay! Are you near the Magic House? Closer to the zoo? Maybe you are close to the St. Louis Arch or the Mississippi River. That's where I'm at. I'm a little bit south of St. Louis in Herculaneum near the Mississippi River.
It looks like we have friends from all over St. Louis joining us today.
Thanks for joining us, guys.
Very exciting. Okay, let's go ahead and start with our welcome poem. I'm going to point to the words. Feel free to join along with me as I say them. Ready? Welcome, welcome, everyone. How are you today? We are so glad to be with you, learning math and reading too.
And speaking of how are you today, we need to do a zone check because before we get ready to learn, each day we check in on our body and brain. Really smart scientists that study brains know that happy, calm brains do the best learning. If you are in the green zone, that means that you are calm, you are happy, and you are ready to complete your work, help others, and reach your daily goals. And this is the hand signal. So if you are in green zone, show me you're green and good to go. If you are in the blue zone, you might be feeling a little slow and low today. You might need to draw a picture, get a hug, or think some happy thoughts to be ready to learn. Your hand signal will look like this. If you are in the yellow zone, you're maybe a little frustrated, anxious, or maybe just really excited in a good way, but not ready to learn yet. So you need to take some deep breaths, get a hug, or talk to an adult that can help you be ready. If you are in the red zone, you have flipped your lid. Your hand signal looks like this, and you're probably not learning with this right now. You're very angry or upset about something. You need to stop, get help from an adult, take some deep breaths, and check the size of your problem. So show me your hand signal. Are you green zone and good to go? I hope you are. If you are blue, yellow, or red, choose one of our strategies to help you get ready to learn.
Are you guys ready to get started today? All right, before we start, let's do our Room 9 chant. Can you read this along with us? Okay. I am smart. I am kind. I am brave. I am me. Hey, readers. Welcome back. Happy Thursday. All week, we've been studying new sounds, new words, and learning information in a new nonfiction book, Where Do Animals Live? Before we jump into this, let's really quickly review some of the things that we learned this week. So we learned about what happens when the S and the H are found next to each other in a word. What sound do they make together? That's right, the sh sound. The digraph SH makes the sh sound when it's together. That's right. Another thing that we worked on is new sight words. We learned 3 new ones this week. Are you ready? All right, I want you to tell me what the word is when I hold it up. Live. Good job. Where? Do. Great. These words also happen to be in the title of the book that we've been looking at this week. Where do animals live? This book, written by Bobbie Kalman and published by Crabtree Publishing, is all about different habitats. Do you remember what a habitat is? Yeah, a habitat is a place where animals live. Yesterday, we learned all about the desert habitat. Do you remember that? I was really curious looking in the table of contents what dry deserts meant, because all of these had habitat, 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 but this one did not. So I was curious to find out if deserts was actually a type of habitat also. And is it? Yeah, it sure is. A desert is a type of habitat. And Lizards or iguanas live there, and cacti too. Remember, cacti are those type of plants that have those little needles on them. Remember? Okay, let's learn about some more habitats today. We have forest, mountain, grasslands, wetland, ocean. I knew you guys would pick that one. That's the best thing about nonfiction, readers. You can hop around to different parts. You don't have to read it all in order. So let's jump into ocean habitats. Ocean habitats. What page? Yeah, page 20. Okay, let's do what nonfiction readers do. Before they start reading, they look all around the page to notice things. What are you noticing? Sharks, yeah. There's a shark on this page and a shark on this page. There's actually a label and a caption. This label says shark. It's got that SH that we've been working on this week. Shark. And this caption says some sharks are very big. That is a big shark. What else are you noticing? A heading, ocean habitats. Do you see that bold word right here? Ocean. Remember, bold words are words that the author thinks are pretty important. So they make them extra dark so they pop out at us. So we pay close attention to the word. A lot of times it's a new word or vocabulary that's important for us to know to understand what we're learning. Let's go ahead and start reading. Ocean habitats. Many kinds of animals live underwater. Some live in ocean habitats. Oceans are big areas of salty water. Many kinds of fish live in oceans. Sharks live in oceans. What did you learn on this page? That animals live in the ocean? Yeah, that could be a habitat for many animals. What kind of animals? Sharks, fish, sea turtles? Yeah, an ocean is salty water. So that's different than other water like lakes or rivers. So animals that live in the ocean habitat maybe don't live in other water habitats. Great. All right, let's head back to the table of contents and pick another habitat to learn about. What are you thinking? Forest, mountain, grass, forest? Okay, let's go to it. A forest habitat, page 8. Oh, you guys know what animal that is? It's a sloth, yeah. A sloth lives in a forest habitat. There's the label sloth. They are so cute, aren't they? And slow, yeah. The heading, a forest habitat, reminds us that we're about to read all about the forest, a habitat where animals live. Are you ready? A forest is a habitat with many trees. There are different kinds of forests. This sloth lives in a rainforest. A rainforest gets a lot of rain. This three-toed sloth eats and sleeps in the trees of its rainforest habitat. Let's stop and think. What did we learn on this page? Sloths live in a forest? What kind of forest? A rainforest. A rainforest gets lots of rain, and that's the type of forest that a sloth lives in. What do we know about forests? Let's go find that bold word and reread the sentence that has the word forest in it. Ready? Oh, there it is. See the bold word forest? Let's reread this sentence. Read along with me. A forest is a habitat with many trees. So, what's a forest, readers? The habitat with many trees. I have a forest behind my house. Definitely no sloths back there, but we have squirrels and deer and possums. Yeah, and guess what? One time there was even a bear. Isn't that crazy? Yeah. Forests are habitats with lots of trees. Okay, let's find another one. What are you thinking? You want to know about very cold habitats? Okay, let's head over to page 16. Very cold habitats. There are two what? Mrs. Forth, you forgot to look all around the page. You're right. Thank you for reminding me what readers do when reading nonfiction. Let's rewind and let's look all around the page. Okay, what are we noticing? Penguins, polar bears. Yeah, you're noticing the photographs. Well, this is different. Yeah, that's a picture or a photo of Earth. And it says Arctic at the top and Antarctic at the bottom. It's like the North Pole and the South Pole. Those are the coldest places on our planet. Here's a caption right here. Polar bears live in the Arctic. So polar bears are found up here. Are you ready to start reading? Yeah, I don't notice any bold words either. All right, here we go. Very cold habitats. There are two very cold habitats on Earth. One is the Arctic. Remember, that's up here. The other is Antarctica, down here. The Arctic is at the top of Earth. Antarctica is at the bottom of Earth. Penguins live in Antarctica. Antarctica is the coldest place on Earth. Ooh, I can shiver. Is that SH sound? Did you hear that when I said the word shiver? Shiver thinking about it. Okay, Antarctica and Arctic. What did we learn? Yeah, they're at the top and the bottom of Earth. They're the coldest habitats. What kind of animals live in these cold habitats? Penguins and polar bears. Good work. Let's read about one more. I know a lot of you made a noise when I passed this page. How cute is that fox? Do you want to read this page? Okay, so this one is called Grassland Homes. We already noticed this sweet little red fox coming out of, I guess this looks like a tree log. What do you think? Yeah, and then maybe this is a family of foxes. Do you notice any bold words? Grassland, meadow, den, kit. Let's read to find out what those words mean. Grassland homes. A grassland is a flat habitat that is covered with grasses and other plants. A grassland has lots of grass and plants. You notice how I'm saying it back in my own words to help my brain remember what I'm learning? You try it, okay? I'm going to read the sentence again, and then you say it back. A grassland is a flat habitat that is covered with grasses and other plants. That's right. Grasslands have lots of grasses and plants. This grassland is called a meadow. Many red foxes live in meadows. So kind of like the forest, there was also a rainforest. In a grassland, a meadow is a type of grassland. Foxes live in homes called dens. A den of this red fox kit or baby is inside a log in a meadow. The den of this red fox kit or baby. So kit must mean baby. So a baby fox is called a kit. And it's inside a log in the meadow. Yes. I know, I agree. I think he's so cute. Readers, thank you so much for helping me learn even more about animal habitats. And remember, when you read nonfiction, always stop and think about what the author is teaching you. and notice all the things on the pages all over. That's right, it's time to go see Mrs. Williamson Math. I hope you join me next week. I can't wait to see your faces again. Happy reading.
Thanks, Mrs. Forth. All right, guys, it's time to get growing our math brains. So let's do some counting. We're going to count by tens today, and let's check our cup to see what we'll be doing. It's the wave, so we are doing the wave all the way to 100 and back by tens. Get your waving hands ready. Here we go. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. All right, it's time for us to head back by 10. So here we go. 100, 90, 80, 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 0. All right, we did it. We know that counting by tens is a pretty speedy way to count. So our job today is going to be able to say, I can complete a number pattern. Yeah, so we're going to kind of use those number patterns that we've been working on all week and those counting strategies to help us to solve some problems. So let's just say that you are playing cards with 4 friends. Really, there are 4 of you. You and 3 other friends are playing cards. So there are 4 of you, and you each have 5 cards. Well, we could show that using our 10 frames. Remember, we said that one complete row on our 10 frame showed 5. So how many rows of 5 do we need? We said that there were 4 of you, and each had 5. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 rows. Awesome. Remember when we talked about that each full row was 5, so we could count full rows by 5, and that each full 10 frame was 10. So we have our choice. We could count by 5s or we could count by 10s. Let's do both. 5, 10, 15, 20. So we know that all of us put together have 20 cards. Now we could also count that by 10. 10, 20. Counting by 10 is pretty speedy, so if we have the choice to make groups of 10 and count by them, that is a speedy strategy. Now, while you guys are playing, another friend comes by, and your friend brings 2 cards with them. Now, if we wanted to add all of these up, because you guys are playing, and your mom says, whoa, you guys have a lot of cards out. In a little while, it's going to be time to clean up. You think to yourself, wow, we do have a lot of cars. I wonder how many cars there are. So let's go ahead and use our counting patterns that we've been working on this week to help us. We said that counting by 10 is the fastest way to do it. We know we have 2 groups of 10, but do we have 5? No, we don't have a 5, and we don't have a full 10 frame. So when we get down here, what will we have to do? Yeah, we'll have to count by 1s on these. So counting by 10s here and then by 1s. Let's give it a shot. 10, 20, 21, 22. So we have combined or all together 22 cars. So when our mom comes out and says it's time to clean up, we're going to be respectful and say, okay guys, we've got 22 cars. Let's get them picked up. Now let's just say that the following weekend, you're not playing cards with your friends. Your family decides to go apple picking. So when you go apple picking, you are the apple picking king or queen. You pick so many apples, your family has to help you carry them. You have 3 whole bags of apples, and in each bag, you have 10 apples. So we can use our 10 frames to help us out again. We have 1 bag of 10, 2 bags of 10, 3 bags of 10. Now, we could use our strategy to count by 5s, but we know counting by 10s is quicker. How many apples did you pick? 3 bags of 10. Let's count by 10s. We'll use our counting on by 10 pattern to help us do this. 10, 20, 30. Wow, you were busy. You picked 30 apples. I hope you're going to make pie or applesauce or something out of those. Now, your brother picked 5. So let's take a look and see how our 10 frames can help us with this. All right, we know that we had 3 groups of 10. So I'm going to use another little strategy that we've practiced. We have 3 10s. Do we have enough to make another group of 10? No, but we do have a row. And when we have a full row, how many is that? It's 5. So we could count by 10s and then add on 5 more. 10, 20, 30, 35. Let's show the 5 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 3 10s and 5 1s. If I have 3 in the 10 spot and 5 in the 1 spot, how many is that? 3 10s and 5 1s is 35. Wow, you guys picked a lot of apples. I hope that you make yourselves a delicious treat with them. All right, now you are all tired out from your apple picking trip. So the next day you decide to just relax a little bit and do some gaming. Well, on your new game, you need 50 points to level up. So let's go ahead and clear our board. If you need 50 points to level up, and every time you get a mushroom, you get 10, you have 8 mushrooms. Do you have enough to make 50 and level up? Well, let's check and see. If we count 8 10s, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. We hopped 8 times by 10. What's your number? Your number is 80. So if you have 80, do you have enough to level up? You needed 50. Well, let's check and see. Here is 50 on our hundreds chart. Here's 80. Do you have more than 50 or less than 50? Yes, 80 is greater than 50. Greater Gator would eat that 80 over 50. He knows that 80 is the bigger number. So you have enough to level up. Good for you. I hope you rested up after that apple picking trip. All right, I'm going to show you a few number sequences and I want to see if you can guess my pattern and find the missing number. Let's say this is your number sequence. What do you need to do to find the missing number? Well, it looks like we start here with 50. Are we counting on or are we counting back? Our number's getting bigger. 60 is greater than 50, but how many more? Well, let's look. Here's 50 and here's 60. What's my pattern? The numbers are getting greater by 10. So 50, 60. What's our missing number? Did you say 70? I'm so proud of you guys. You have grown your brain so much. And if you weren't sure, if you made a mistake, Use that hundreds chart. 50, 60, 70. It is okay to make a mistake. That means your brain's growing and you're trying something new. You are challenging your brain and it will keep on growing. Let's try another. Are our numbers getting greater or smaller? They are getting bigger. They're more. 20, blank, 30. Well, let's look. Here's 20, here's 30. What do you think? Do you think we're counting by fives? 20, 25, 30. Oh, you were right. Let's try one more. Are we counting on or are we counting back here? Yeah, I think it's best to count back. 4, 3. Our pattern was ones. I hope that you had a great time today, that you grew your brain and learned a lot. I hope that you have a fantastic day. Take your Room 9 rules with you. Be safe by washing those hands and keeping your hands, feet, and things to yourself. Be responsible by taking care of your chores and doing your schoolwork. Be respectful by treating other people the way you would want to be treated, and make yourself proud. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.
Teaching in Room 9 is made possible with support of Bank of America, Dana Brown Charitable Trust, Emerson, and viewers like you.